Hey everybody, this is Jaden Sinclair. Today I'm going to be doing my Pandora practice, and then I plan on doing a full Pandora run after that. So let's get started. If you have any tips or comments for me, feel free to leave them. I'm still trying to improve at the game, so let's get going with this. Alright, giving us some fair neutrals right off the bat, and we're not going to be able to get yellow, so... Uh, Court Jester, it's always nice to have Taunt. He's someone I can use to grab a Faeria well early. Bloodfire Wisp would be good if we can get a bunch of creature killing, but there's no guarantee of that right now. Sunken Tower would be interesting, but that's, I would think, a little more rushy, and I'd probably want yellow if I want that. Verduran Force, not good enough as a first pick. It's just too generic. I think I'm going to go with the Court Jester just so I can start getting those early and hopefully can get some better picks later. Alright. Hold the Line, always a nice card, getting more of those taunt creatures. Uh, Very good for defense. Sturdy Shell, great for gathering at the wells. Isn't quite as good in Pandora since the wells are going to go away at some point. Prophet of Tides, interesting, could definitely be useful here. Big Taunt in the Ogre Battler also could be useful. Gift of Steel, no idea if I'm going to get it in combat, so I'm not going to go with that right now. I think I'm either going with Hold the Line or Prophet of Tides. This would start me down the path for blue, whereas this would leave me completely open still for anything else good, and give me those Imperial Guards. I think I'm going to go with the Hold the Line. Alright, well I don't need more taunt right now, so let's kind of pass over that one. Ogre Dance, I don't know what my cost is going to be. Exalted Ogre, good if I can make sure I'm doing a bunch of damage, but I can't get yellow to get that early damage, so he's maybe not quite as good. Stormspawn's very expensive, but it's a little easier to hit in Pandora mode and gets me all of that. Or the Snowstorm Lancer. Don't know how many events I'm gonna have. Well, I know I have at least one. This is an interesting decision. I think the jump gives me a bunch of good mobility, so I'm gonna take that for now. Alright, so, and it's giving me a lot of neutrals here. No blues after I picked my first blue. Alright, but got a wood elemental, and land creation's always good in Pandora. Blazing Salamander, nice to hit a bunch of people around him. Maceman's too generic. Cutthroat Bandit, even worse for this because I don't know what type of deck I'm putting it. Safeguard is okay. I don't know if I have someone I really need to safeguard yet. So let's grab the Wood Elemental. Alright, well, I could get another Elemental there. Got the Safeguard again. Tiki Caretaker is nice for buffing over this creature. Shamanic Dance as well, though. I already have some taunt there, and once again, I don't know the white cost yet, so Bold Bargainer is probably not good. In this case, I'll pick the Water Elemental. I have a fair amount of land collection, land creation. Still no, still no. So that's not bad, though. It would put me into the third color. Only one though. Oh, I'm thinking I wasn't even reading the card. I thought this was Safer's Wrath, not Safer's Fodder. Never mind, not quite as good. Probably not worth going into it. This could be useful for cutting someone down to size. This could be useful if I'm able to kill stuff near it or have my stuff die near it. But I think, yeah, it's cheap, it's fairly good, and only requires one forest. We're gonna go with the Bone Collector. Alright, so, let's see, a lot of reds, despite not having any yet. I don't know if I'll get any combat, so don't look at that. Bloodsong, once again, these things are all based on if I have high cost things. So, could go with the Battle Rager. He only requires one mountain, so that wouldn't be pushing too far into red. Okay, I don't have... If I had grabbed some of that defensive buffing, I might go with him. But I think I'm going to go with the Gabriel Commander. That makes me want to start looking for those 7 costs then. But even then, charge 3 is not bad, especially early on with the aquatic. He can get around very fast, so I'm going to go with him. Alright, so, I could go with a Fountain Dive, but I think I'd prefer to go with one of these. The Tiki Caretaker gives me some more control over where that bonus is going to go, which I think is good because I can give it to something that's a little more maneuverable on the blue side rather than having to rely on the randomness and the death there. So I'm going to go with the Tiki Caretaker. Alright, so, could go with Shamanic Dance, buff up someone's defense. I think if I was looking for that, I'd be going with the Tiki Caretaker, though, just to get that extra Well Collector and then the +2/+2. However, I do want now bigger cost guy for the commander. Storm Spawn might be a good option there. Gabriel Archon, until I start getting those high cost things, I don't want to bother putting that in there. You know, let's grab the Storm Spawn, so just so I have something that's a little more expensive. Yeah, nothing 7 or more here. Don't care about the Wisp. Spell Whirl, get me a bit of card advantage and some little luck based, but could be useful. Wild Avenger. Someone's been rushing against me, that one's especially good, and it has taunt and dash, which is always useful for repositioning to where I need him to be at the beginning. It's between those two. Well, right now my cost is pretty low, so I'm okay with going with a slightly higher guy. We'll grab him, see how it goes. Alright, time for our first treasure. So, Flameburst Ruby is nice, but not quite what I'm looking for, probably. I think I always love this Dancing Blade as a very good defensive card, because it'll get to hit people for 3 on the turn it's put down, and with the flying and jump, it's very maneuverable. I've got, right now, only one way I'd be able to buff its attack, which is typically useful when using it. But, you know, yeah, I'm still going to grab the blade. So, alright, we've got the Hunted Outlaw. I'm never a huge fan. His cost isn't quite low enough for me to think that giving my opponent so much when he dies is worth it. I'm not going red yet, so Crackthorn Beast isn't going to be worth it. Ground Shaker, no, so it's between the blue and the green. Tale of the Old Turtle's good, and that could get me a bunch of my... I've got a bunch of creatures so far, so making them cost less would be good. And then Runin's Messenger, another maneuverable character, and would let me get more creatures quickly. Oh, that's a tough choice. I think I'm going to go with Runin's Messenger, just so I have someone who's a little more aggressive, and if I can get him up there, start getting me creature. Yep, we'll do that. Alright, so Master Swordsman, good early on. Waryak, I don't know. Oh, the Triton Trainer. So that's pretty nice. And right now I have 1, 2, 3 jump creatures. But I expect I'll be looking. Oh, and the Dancing Blades. 4. That could be really useful then. I mean, 3/3 jump isn't bad, and then the bonus. Or I could go for the Wave Crash Colossus. Get me another one of those 7 or more cost. I think I'd rather go with the Triton Trainer right now. Yeah. Alright, well, there's that Ruby Fish. That would have been useful seeing earlier, because then I would have maybe actually gone with the other option last time. How many of my people have 5 or more life? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm never certain about these next one thing you draw of a type, because they're very uncertain. I might just go with the Ruby Fish, just for that hope of the early collector. And I mean, the collector becomes much less important later on. Or giving something taunt. I did have a nice number of taunt early on, but he still might be worth it. No, let's go with the cheap collector. I'm gonna do that. Alright, well, as I said last time, I'm always a fan of the King and Queen's guards. I don't know why. I don't know if they're actually incredibly good. Being the forest. Ooh, that could be useful. Oh, I just see using that. Play the storm spawn down. Use feed the forest on it and get 20 Faeria. That wouldn't be bad at all. I don't know if I have the card draw to even make that worth it. Agami Grove Collar would let me get my guys right up there, but I've got a bunch of jumps, so maybe that's not quite as necessary. Kingsguard might be worth it. You know, the life values are somewhat high. No, I still think I'm going to go with the Kingsguard. Just having those neutral taunts are good for if I need to defend. Alright, so Elderwood Embrace, nice boost character. I think if I'm taking one of these, I'll take that. But the Lore Thief is very nice for card draw early on, or just a somewhat okay body later on. And no, I'm at this point, it doesn't look like I'm getting too many of those 7 causes. I'm going with the Lore Thief for the card draw. Alright, so they're giving me a lot of green this time. The Cistern, useful if I can get it early. The God Hunter, I don't want to be limited that much. Runin's Guidance is an okay card. Booster Life's not bad to have. How many events did I end up getting? Not too many yet, so I don't know how often I'd be triggering the Fairy. I could grab another Runin's Messenger, which gives me the jump, which triggers that Trait and Trainer. Or the Trait and Trainer will trigger and benefit him. Or Runin's Guidance for that heal and buff. Let's go with the Messenger. More chance of getting him out there and getting him up early. So, I already got a Ruby Fish for this, and I've got the Gabriel Commander, so I'm not going to bother with that. I have some number here, so this guy could be cheaper. Could get Humbling Vision. I don't have like any removal yet, which is a problem, which, I mean, obviously in blue-green you're not going to see too much of that. So I might need to take that just for the buff it gives me, or the detriment it would give them typically. Or grab the Elderwood Embrace and just make my guys better to take out their guys. I'm gonna go with the Embrace. I think that'll work. All right, so I could go with the Colossus. I've got a bit of land generation that would accelerate that. Could go with the Wisp to get someone better every time I do a forest, so I'm gonna probably be spreading between the two and even maybe focusing lakes just so that my aquatic can go through. So I think I'm gonna grab Spell Whirl here. I'd kind of wanted it before, but I think now time. So, alright, so we've got Living Willow, don't really care. Tiki Piper, could give someone some defense. Another Humbling Vision, it's okay. A Windfall, what is the Gabriel Commander? Draw a card. So if I drew, okay, I'm probably gonna go with one of these two. So protection would be nice, especially if I can buff my guys up. They can take out another big guy, not die themselves. Or I could go with the Windfall, get even more area generation. But I think I'm gonna go with the Warden. I think that protection will be nice with the buffs and being able to give it to someone who's in the thick of things that got there by jump. So we're gonna do that. Alright, so we've got another Wisp, another Spell Whirl, Veteran Force. There's the Cypher's Wrath. It's not worth it at this point. I'm too far into the blue and green, I think, to try and switch to red. I think I'll grab another Spell Whirl. Gets me more of that card draw. Well, pseudo card draw. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright. So, I've got the jump, so the World's Tier might be worth it, because I have a high chance of getting people up there to attack the god. Jin's Lamp is pretty good. You can't rely on it, and I'm not the Clockwork Yak is fine. Just kind of boring, so I'm gonna go with the World's Tier. I normally don't go with that, but I think this deck might be able to pull it off. So, alright, we have Shimmering Statue for some healing. That could work out. Don't want the Warrior. The Chieftain, I can get someone taunt. Could be useful. And then the Herald. I don't have a huge number of things at that cost point is the problem. I'm thinking either the statue or the chieftain. I think getting taunt in the right spots could be useful. And if I'm taking damage, it's probably already too late, though if someone pulls a good combat deck, that could be useful. Let's go with the chieftain. He can also be a Faeria gatherer, so that's useful. Although, even though that's not quite as useful in Pandora. Alright, so once again, I don't think I have enough events for that. I don't know, I don't have enough events for that, although I did grab those spell whirls. That's really most of it, so Elderwood Embrace. Yeah, I think the Triton Diver would be nice. He can be great early on for gathering stuff, and as long as I get my lakes in the right spot, useful later. Alright, so, right, I grabbed that Bone Collector earlier. It's giving me another Mythic one showing here. Interesting. I go with that. I don't know, they're probably not actually right for my deck anymore. I grabbed him early, but I'm going to be bouncing around a lot, and he's going to be fairly immobile. Might go with the Windfall in this case, because it'll be easier to play in Pandora. So yeah, we're gonna grab that. Triggers my 7 based guy, even though I only have the one. All right, so we got some good options here. It looks like Weeping Idol, not worth it here. Mirror Phantasm. Now, that's nice for either buffing one of mine or hitting something he really wants down into a 5/5. The Dream Reaver is good, hitting that, either healing me up or bringing him down. And then the Apex Predator, also very strong, and another jump creature. Oh man. The Dream Reaver requires so many lakes though. So I think I've got to go with the Apex Predator. I will be spreading out between them, but he's just very strong. So, alright, got that. Well, we've got our wild growth, so we can get some more forests. The overgrown tower is okay, getting that +1 bonuses. And there's another Wave Crash Colossus. So, we go with him with the more expensive. We've got enough stuff that we're probably going to get some chances to harvest from the enemy wells. This would just accelerate out my lands, though, and really start pushing for the things like the Apex Predator and just getting everything. So I'm going to go with that one. Now we can go with another elemental if we want. That could definitely help with that focus. +4 life and taunt's not bad. I don't really want you. This will give me another 7 and protection again. Now I've got a couple more people I think I'd like protection on, so I think we're going to go with you. Alright, so now I can grab that water elemental. Not a bad idea, I think, here, because I would need to get those lakes up near him. Ancient Beastmaster would probably help at this point, but not enough. Once again, when it's the last words, it's a little too random right now for an already random Pandora deck, so going with the water elemental. Could grab another Storm Spawn here, or another Diver, or another Ruby Fairy. I think I'd go with the Diver or the Storm Spawn. I didn't end up picking up that card to sacrifice him. That's an issue. I might want to go with the cheaper one, but he would help me trigger Lancer. Early game, late game? That's the question. Let's go with the Storm Spawn. He's a nice creature in general, and you're gonna get him back, his stuff back when he dies. So, all right. Ooh, we can grab another Apex Predator. I'm very tempted by that. Earthcraft would get more, but Apex Predator is better. Gabriel Cistern, yeah. Mirror Phantasm, yeah. I'm gonna grab another Apex Predator, especially with how much I can buff some of my guys. That'll be useful. Alright, and Ninja Toad looks good. I always like that card. The Tiki Totem wouldn't be bad if I get it early. Don't care about the Golem. Oakling, he's better than some, but I think the Ninja Toad, just to have that jump, that haste, very good here. Alright, and our final thing, Jeweled Magpie. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Being a random treasure whenever you attack God and has haste. That's a very good option, I think. I don't care about bringing the Faeria wells back, though. The damage from the Bloodstone Golem's not bad otherwise. Once again, that Clockwork Yak, it's a nice card, but I'm playing Pandora to have fun, so I'm gonna do this one, and I think you're now ready. So, looks like most I'll need is 3 for a single blue, 2 for a single green, but the Apex Predator will need 3 of each. So that's what I'm gonna be working towards. My cheaper guys. Oh wow, most of my green are fairly cheap. Blue has a fair number as well, so it'll really depend on the starting hand there, which ones we want to lead off with. So let's get into the first game. Okay, here we go. Alright, so Bone Collector, Lore Thief was nice early on to get that early card draw and Collector. Bone Collector's not bad. Kingsguard I don't necessarily want early, so we're gonna send him back. Do that. Oh, Wood Elemental, also pretty good. Alright, so now the question. How do we start this? Going that way first, we got a forest out. Alright, I think I want to get that elemental, the Lore Thief early, but I can't get him until at least the second turn. So I think what I'll actually do is I'm going to explore down here, drop a forest there, put my elemental down, and put a forest stretching out that way. So next turn I'll gather this Faeria, be able to drop one of the lakes for him, maybe drop the Bone Collector there so that he can move over and gather that next turn. And we'll be well on the way. Ooh. Everbloom Wisp early is pretty good for him. Now that's interesting to see. Kind of tempted. So, kind of tempted to drop that, see where they land, then drop a lake afterward. I can still play that and the Bone Collector if need be. So yeah, I'm going to drop my Wild Growth. Alright, not bad. I was hoping one of them would go up this way so I could start moving him up, but that's fine. I'm going to drop Lake over there and put my Bone Collector back here so we can gather that next turn. And we will end there. Next turn I plan to drop a lake, drop the Lore Thief, and use him to draw 2 cards. Get us back that card draw we're missing. We have a pretty good deck so far. Windfall. Not what I'm looking for early, so... we're going to drop that there. Going to put it there. Start moving up. I'll do that. And drop him, draw 2 cards. What did we get? Oop, okay. For Shard? Oh, well, that's not exactly what I was looking for. We're gonna be a little slow for a bit here. But luckily he's also playing a longer game probably with green. Possibly even full green, haven't seen anything else yet. Got a tax collector, so he's gonna be thing. I want to move this guy out of my way if possible. Caretaker when banned. Alright, let's start. So we've got enough forest for everything. Drop another... Actually, we can drop it up there. Move the Lore Thief over, and then move our Wood Elemental up. Do I want to attack him? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. I'm gonna save up so that I can grab the... Yeah, so I can use those. Second shard. So what's he going to do? Alright, Hermit. Nah, not kill that early, although, actually... No, I still wanna... Get there. Alright, he is moving that up. The Shard, and then Runan's Messenger. Okay. So, can he get somewhere useful? Not right away. Kinda wanna steal that Faeria, that'll really put this guy at risk. Kills that, I'm okay with it. In fact, though, I probably want to drop the Caretaker to go on him. The first thing, though, I'm gonna do Windfall, might as well now. It nets me 3. Definitely gonna want to play some lands this turn. And block that off, that'll be nice. Drop a Storm Spawn somewhere. Ooh, I could drop the Storm Spawn up there. I wouldn't get the Faeria this turn. But it would be able to take out that guy next. So, I think I'm going to start moving you over. Oh shoot, I didn't think I was going to drop the Tiki Caretaker there, but it wasn't the right thing. So I want to drop this to buff him, and then attack there. So he can, if he would like, send both these guys at him, although Hermit might be able to hit me in, might be able to buff him in a way I don't want to happen. We'll see. Okay, buffed him, so if he wants to take out my Wood Elemental, he could sacrifice his own. And I'd be okay with that trade right now. He'd also come in and hit my, what is it called? The Lore Thief. Take it down. Is that what he's gonna do? Huh. It's interesting turning that into, oh, he wanted to drop something there. No? Yes? Yes, alright. Wow, he got a really nice, he got a really nice draft here, it looks like. Okay, so, he left that up. I think I want to probably hit that over there, leaving me down to 2 life. I'm okay with that, it'll be something to throw at the Oak Father. I want to be able to drop something probably up here. I'm going to start pushing across up towards his god so that the Ninja Toad gets in range. Or actually, so Runan's Messenger gets in range. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to end up doing, sending you over to there to kill that. I want you force yourself up against the Elemental. Lore Thief, you're going to back off. Tiki Caretaker will go over there. Want you over. I wish you had been over here, but it's not going to happen. I think now I want to drop double planes here and then here, giving me access to all 3 of these spots next turn. We'll hold off there, see what he does. Alright, 4th shard, 1 more. We're ready to go. Yeah, because now next turn I can drop whatever land I'd want in there as long as he can't fill all of them up. And then I'm very much threatening his orb. I mean, these guys I'm threatening in anyways. I think I'll wait. I know, I have that treasure turn, God's Tear, is that what it is? I kind of would like to haste him in there to be able to trigger the God's Tear. That could be really useful. Interesting, dropping Imperial Guard there. Oh, just to block off the Lore Thief and the Storm Spawn. Alright. Now, got the Storm Spawn ready. He's got that huge Wisp. It's gonna be a problem. Makes me kind of wish I had grabbed one of those ones to have their stats now, doesn't it? Alright. I definitely want to be able to drop a land this turn to getting close. What land is the question? Do I just throw you against him or him? Maybe. like a buff right now, but I don't want to draw a card because I said I really want to drop that land. If I put you there, you can come back and attack it. If I put it there, that guy can go over. No matter where I put it, it's in danger. I think what I'm going to do is create a forest here and drop a Runan's Messenger. So he's going to need to do something about it. You are going to hit him. Weaken him. And then we're going to leave it at that. I expect the Imperial Guard will take out the Lore Thief. Will he send his Oak Father back at the Messenger? Bring him down. Alright, let's bring him down to 1 life. Now you have to deal with... Well, I guess you could just leave it. But I can take out the Oak Father now if I really need to. Okay, he did do that. Probably move up my Bone Collector. I think this turn I need to draw a card. See what? Well, we'll see what I draw first. Okay, well. I could also have Pandora awaken, and then that changes everything. Alright, oh, Dancing Blade, exactly what I like to see here. So I'm going to be able to drop that. If I go there, it takes out both of them. If I go there, it takes out him and that. It hurts him, but then is more at risk. I guess not. 2 of them can't kill it. That's probably the right move. I'm going to draw a card so that I know what I'm working with. You always want to draw a card first. I can also now ignore the wells. Ooh, I could drop a Triton Diver over there and start jumping him up. Water. Yeah, alright, well, first off... Oh, that was his spot. I didn't think about that part. What was that? So if I drop it, it would probably have to be there, because I want it to take out him. I'm going to do that. I don't know why I was thinking I could do otherwise. Wasn't paying attention, I guess. We're gonna move you up, but not fight. We're also gonna move you up, so that next turn I can pull him back. Oh wait, I wouldn't be able to pull him back. Well, that was probably a mistake. Triton Diver dropping there. Storm Spawn up here. And gonna end the turn there. Alright, so if he wants, he can take out my Dancing Blade with a couple of ways. Might just move the Everbloom Wisp over now. That would require him to use his action to drop a land, though. Looks like that's what he's gonna do, yeah. Which thing is this? Draw 2 cards. Alright. I've got the Jeweled Magpie now. Ooh. And that's nice, because I can drop that right up there to send him in. We'll see how that... I think that'll be the plan. I can get onto that spot, and since he's flying, then that won't even need to put down lands there. Yeah, as expected, he came in there. Alright. Now how are we gonna deal with all this? So I need to take him out if I want to be able to drop the Magpie and send him in. Beastmaster. Man, dropping everything. Alright, so you're probably gonna go over and take out the guard. Probably move you up to take out the Beastmaster. What do I draw? Ooh, we got the Apex Predator. Alright. That's gonna be nice with his Wisp there. Okay, so... First thing... Oh, you were taunt. I didn't see that. Probably gonna have to sacrifice the Toad to take this out then. Can I do it in a way... You get the bonus from both. Drop a lake there. I can run the Toad, yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a lake there, drop the Toad here, run the Toad into the Imperial Guard, which will buff him twice. Move him up to hit the Beastmaster, buffing him again and keeping him alive. Move that up there. Jump the Toad over here to start getting back. We're going to put the Magpie down, move it in, and hit him. Grab a treasure. Not being hurt yet, so I don't know if I'll really drop that right away. I could drop the Predator back here somewhere. Yeah, back here. Copying you. And now you're ready to take that out. They'll probably drop a forest to buff it up again. But even... oh. Or it could just get that bonus. Well, it's still within killing range. If he moves him down here, if he takes that out, this guy's in range to jump onto him. As expected. Knew that guy was gonna die. I just wanted to see what I grabbed there. Has grabbed that spot at least. Oh, and he's also got one. That's a little frustrating. Did I not? Oh, I didn't attack with you because you were there. Alright. Well, I'll just let you sit over there now. Be a threat so that he can't really move his Living Willow. What are you going to do? Oop, just turn it over to me. Alright. Now we have to figure out how we handle this. So you might not be the worst idea now. I miss out on 2 of your healing, but I'm okay with that. But you would be the only thing I'd be able to play this turn. Used up all... oh, well, once you die, I'm good. So, the first thing, I definitely want to be able to jump you to a position to kill something. What I'm gonna do, I need to drop a land there, and ends up being what it is. So, we're gonna put a water there. We're gonna jump you up there. Kill that. Which buffed you up. You're not gonna be able to go anywhere useful, are you? You can go into that spot if I move him. Need him to die if I want to hurt. Alright, well I want to throw you against him. Kind of just want you to die to buff him up. So you're gonna go hit that. You're then going to hit that. And we will drop this here. Heal us and get ready. You're gonna jump back there. Preparing for I don't know what, because you can't get anywhere useful anymore. I guess if I can drop a lake there, or even from here, you can jump over to those ones. Right? And that guy in there, buffing up my bone collector. So that helps, I guess. Thank you, sir. Unfortunately, I have to leave that alive for a turn. I don't like doing. Getting him more treasures. Oh, this could really hurt depending on... ugh, this is not looking good now. Alright. Now the question becomes... is there a way to... oh. Is there a way for me to rush up and take him out? So right now appears to be no. Alright, well we're gonna start off with that spell whirl, see what we get. Shifting Tide, move a land, alright. And another spell, well, we're gonna spell whirl again. Okay. Could buff everyone up, but I might lose. That would be a very chaotic move. Alright, so his Faeria to... all players Faeria to 3. That I could just use to draw a card. You, I want to die. You're gonna run in there. Kill him off. If I run you into there, you get a +1. I don't really want to drop that. I need to draw a card. I need to see what I can get here. A taunt, that's a very minor help right now. Play that and draw a card. Okay, you don't help me either. This is not very useful. You only have 1 health left, though. That is interesting to note. Alright, I gotta drop some stuff. So you're going down. Water Elemental, create that over there. You run in, buff him, can still kill me. That probably wasn't the right move. Oh, you're taunted. Drop the Wavecrafter over there. And that's gonna... Oh, that's at the end of his turn, so it'll boost me slightly, but it means he can't save stuff up. Yeah, that guy was going away. There. And that's game. I wasn't counting the total number of things, so... Oh well. Lost our first one. I'm amazed at how consistent his deck was. He had a lot of really good stuff there. Alright, let's try a second. This might go 0 wins if things don't go much better. We'll see though. I think overall this deck didn't come together quite the way I would have liked it to. Should have gone for a couple more buffs. I know there were some Tiki Caretakers in there. Another Elderwood Embrace. Should have gone with those just to get the more powerful guys. Alright, well I don't want you and I don't want you. Rubyfish, great to start, so we'll go with that. Wow. That's so useful. Man. Well, first thing we gotta do is we gotta start over with a lake so we can get this fish down and start collecting some stuff. But, yeah, drawing those 2 apex predators right at the beginning, not the most useful. Of course, he goes out. Same direction as me to block off that fish eventually. Oh man, that's a good start. Alright. Well, let's draw. Alright, well, Court Jester, not the worst, so we can move you over there. And start building up a forest then too, though I guess that does give away... Great. Forgot he was gonna give that. That'll come in handy sometime very soon, I'm very sure. Well, hopefully we can keep top decking playable cards. And I mean, these will be great later in the game if there's some big guy out there that can grab. So nice early on. Alright, well, Water Elemental will help us accelerate a bit. So, move you up there. Let's drop the Water Elemental there and get a lake over there to spread out our lands. You can gather that, and then a forest up here, and we are accelerating nicely right now, actually. 2 more turns and I can play the Apex Predators. At least as long as everything continues to go as planned, so... Tiki Caretaker. Can be useful for buffing someone later. I don't think it's as important right now. Right now, I'm gonna drop a lake up here. Move him slightly up. Leave it at that. My thoughts are that eventually I can drop this Apex Predator, buff him with the Caretaker, then drop this one to copy that one. Right now, this guy copying him. That's not a bad idea. Got red and blue, so they're gonna have some killing in there, probably. Okay. did go the double planes to take out my fish. Guess that was somewhat expected, so... I think I'm going to start pushing up, too, now. Got a bit of combat effect. Just Faeria gain. Not worst. Oh, first shard. A little longer than it sometimes is. Alright. Grab him for a jump. I don't think I want that, though, but I do think I want to pull you back to gather that Faeria. And then we are going to drop another forest up there to start pushing forward and preparing our apex predator. Ooh, if I drop him now, he's in range of a couple of things next turn. Let's drop him up there. Copy that big guy. That'll put a bit of pressure on the other, what was it? GBL Amadeus. See how he handles that. 10-11. Pretty strong right now. Does have, oh, and he does just realize, I think, that my apex predator threatens his, what is that thing called? Threatens the Triton Sanctuary. You gonna come and take out my water elemental? I'm okay with that trade, I think. Yeah. I can deal with that. Gonna lose me out on a bit of Faeria game, but probably drop the Tiki Caretaker down here. Buff him up. Okay, yeah, he did pop it. Alright. I think this turn's gonna be fun. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the Tiki Caretaker here to buff that Apex Predator. Going to, I think I want to drop a land up here. If I drop neutrals, but I want to be able to play on them. So, we're gonna drop a forest up here. Jump this Apex Predator up next to them. Drop this Apex Predator here, copying that one, bring him to 15-16 is nice. And then this guy, I think I want to take out the Fire Elemental. I'll take the bigger damage. 8 defense, that means his 7 still can't take it out. So I'm still probably good. And he's probably sweating a little bit now, because plan this turn then would be to use this one to take out someone here. And then this guy to hop into the spot. Or if he leaves one of those open, we can just hop, kill, hop, kill. So I expect he won't do that. Alright, 3 shards. What are you gonna do? Up in the storm spawn, alright. Hey, plan on ignoring that right now. Alright, you are going back there to defend. Probably a good move. From that to give someone charge, alright, that doesn't help you right now. Alright, so now we figure out where we send these. So this guy I definitely want jumping in and just hitting him in the face. Think back there, because then that guy does not have an easy access. That's only 7 damage. I guess he'll throw him against it, but still only got 12 damage showing. So yeah, I'm gonna hit that. Jump him in. Jump him in. Hit for 15. That's nice early on. Drop. I don't need another land up there. I think I just want to see more cards right now. Yes. Alright, hold the line. Not bad to have. Oh, apparently we got up to the 4th shard. Missed it somehow. Alright, what do you have now? What do you have that can count it? It turns out those Apex Predators early on, not actually the worst thing to happen. Got to take out both of them now, or at least neutralize them long enough. Right, okay, so that guy's enough. I don't have enough to kill me, that's only 10. You can kill that. Alright, do you have a taunt? If you have taunt, you've got this. That's not taunt. Alright, well, I will make this quick for you. Good game, sir. Alright, well, deck actually worked that time. Slightly surprisingly to me, but we got good draws early on, so well, let's jump in for the next one. Hope things go quite as well. Yeah, when we started with those Apex Predators, I thought it wasn't going to be good, but we did happen to draw a bunch of cheap early stuff that we could use to accelerate out the lands and grab the Faeria wells, so it ended up working out. Alright. Now, one Runaan's Messenger early wouldn't be bad. I don't want two. A Spell Whirl. I wouldn't know what I'd get, but it's cheap, and once I get those out there... well, I hadn't been thinking, I don't have anyone for collection right now. But, can accelerate out forests very quickly. I think I'd rather get that Spell Whirl to get the card draw. So, we're going to start off with just that. The next turn I can drop that Spell Whirl and see if I can pick up some useful cards. I'll also probably then actually start just moving up in Wild Growth so I can get the Runaan's Messenger up there quicker. Go into Wild Avenger now too. He's a little better later, so drop that there and then Spell Whirl. Ooh, a Frogify, that's great. And a cheap Darkstalker, also great. So we're going to drop him there so we can start gathering Faeria. That Frogify is going to be really useful. I wish one of those had come up in the draft. Or two, or three. Then he dropped. Okay, and a Ninja Toad. Alright, so I think now I'm just going to start pushing up. We're going to drop that, and then Wild Growth and see where it goes. Alright, well, that... guess it's something. Yeah, and I kind of want to drop the Messenger and start jumping up there. Although that Kobold is going to cause problems if I do. Let's actually send the Messenger over there and take a longer way around. I'm able to collect that this turn, though. Maybe should have done it to be able to jump him over there. And Alright, so we got green coming in as well. Oh, forgot he hadn't played his Explorer yet. Ooh, alright. Alright, that makes things more difficult. Except I have this in hand, so I'm gonna definitely use that, because I don't want to deal you. So, we're gonna drop that there. You are being frogified. You're grabbing that. And we'll hold there. Yeah, alright. Didn't want to have to deal with your ranged 5 strength guy that I wasn't anywhere close to. I don't know what he puts there. Oh, he's just moving that up. I might want to jump this up to hit him. Would require double prairie. But I'm at my 3/3 now, so I don't feel bad about that. Ooh, a Lore Thief. That's useful. Especially if I start jumping him up. Because I can drop it over to her to keep the collection going on that for now. I'm going to do that. We're going to do those. Jumping up. before I do anything, we're gonna Lore Thief to draw 2 cards. Could buff you, but I think I'll save that there to take you out. There. Next turn, as long as this guy's still alive and isn't taunted, I'd like to jump him up there, drop a land there or there. Or if I draw my 1 card to move this land, I'll actually move that up and jump there if he leaves it open. If he doesn't, then I'd have to rethink things because I won't be able to place over there. So at that point I could jump there, move that, and then attack with him. I'd be happy with that. Ooh. Alright, that's pretty strong. Now the options. I could drop my Windfall right now, just good thing, but alright, if I go up there, I'll be able to place my land, but he'd die to that. If I instead double planes, jump to there, I'm in a fairly good position for next turn and he can't reach me. If I go there, I could... yeah, I think I want to keep him out of reach of that Warlord, because I don't want that combat effect going off either. We're actually just going to send you up there. A little worried now between the cannon and something else, so I think now would be the right time. Drop the Caretaker. Gonna buff you up so that you're a little tougher. And to threaten the orb a bit more. I was gonna play my Windfall, wasn't I? Oh well. I think at this point... No, I don't have anywhere to play him that would be really useful right now, so... Just gonna... go in there. Alright. Unless he does something about this guy, I can get in and attack the god this turn. This next... No, I can't, because I won't be able to place on either of those. Ah... Always overlooking something. But at least the Warlord's not going to be able to go for him. Drop the Avenger over here, possibly. Taunt him. Alright, well, alright, we've got the Ogre Battler over there. The first thing I want to do is Windfall. Just a benefit at this point. If I attack there, I can't jump away. I don't want a card draw because I might need to drop a land somewhere. Kinda want to drop the Avenger here to fight against that thing. Be enough. Yeah, that's what I kinda want to do. Drop a forest there. You there. Ash there. Drop that. That way if this guy dies, I'll at least start buffing him. I don't want to attack you. You're just gonna attack me on my turn, but at least that requires you to spend some effort. So I've got the this thing even called the Kobold Warlord locked down. Where's that? Well, only for a turn though. But, you know, just keep buffing everyone. Really need to figure out a way to handle him. Possibly hold the line to start taunting him up there when I move Bone Collector up. Alright, whoa. Playing a lake. Got another color coming up here. Alright. I think what I need at this point, another card. Oop, oh, we got another shard. That's 4. Answer, not what I was looking for. Alright. How do we handle this now? I want to definitely hold the line and drop a guy there. Get enough War Thief up there. That's just giving him more bonuses the more times I attack him. So yeah, we're gonna move you up. Hold the line. Drop a guardsman up there. Right now, if I can drop another guardsman there, he can't kill it this turn. Between that's attacks, between that and this Lancer, I'll be able to take that out. That does leave me with 0 Faeria right now, which maybe not what I should have done going into knowing Pandora was about to awaken soon. So. Oh, the Dancing Blade. Oh, if he... I'm perfectly happy with that. That should be able to take out that Kobold Warlord. Well, unless he can... He buffs him again with his life, I can't do it. But if he does anything else... If he doesn't, he kills him, and then I can drop the Dancing Blade up there. That'll be able to take out the Warlord, barring unfortunate circumstances. Right now the plan would be his Cannon Carrier and my Imperial Guard will fight, and the Lancer can jump in and take it out. I'll need to claim that spot, but probably a good idea to try to do anyways. Ooh, unless he grabs it. Does. This could cause complications depending on what drops there. What's he killing? Alright. And he gave it more life. Alright, well I can take out the Slaughtering Shadow easily enough. But now you're a problem again. Guess I'm gonna Bone Collector. I'll just throw the Bone Collector into you. Hopefully you buff yourself or the Slaughtering Shadow. So if I attack you first, I have the most odds of not having you screw me over. What else am I doing? I'm gonna be playing the Dancing Blade there to defend. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take that out. It'll just leave the Ogre Battler. I'll be left with that and the Dancing Blade. So what I also need is I should start gaining more mana, probably. Faeria, sorry. So yeah, we're gonna take you up. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Gonna run you into there. Run you up into there. Drop a Dancing Blade up there. You should start. Move you back here. And nothing else to play this turn. Take that out. Alright. That was a full board wipe. Took a bit of resources, but used up one of his treasures and still have ours now. So they're fairly powerful. I'm happy about that. He has just gotten right next to my territory. Underground Brigand. Okay. It could be worse. Ooh, Court Jester. I kind of want to drop that, see what happens. Oh, I can just jump you back there and kill that guy off without any combat. That's, I think, definitely the move. In the meantime, if I drop those, double back. Oh, I don't even need to. So we're just gonna jump you over there. Drop that there just to have the taunt defending and see. Alright, that's who gets it. So now 4/4 would be enough to take him out. So I want to drop something up far enough. Actually, if I put that back here or back here, I'd be able to jump up and attack him if he doesn't protect, rather than having him have control. So we're gonna do that. Oh shoot, that would need to be water. Oh well, we're gonna do it. We still got ways out currently. May not have been the best move, but we're going to try it. Yeah, let's keep you there for now. I kind of want to move you over to start blocking these things off, but I blocked myself off. Didn't make best options, but alright. So if he doesn't do anything there, I think I can take that guy out unless he moves him away. If I can turn this into a lake next turn to jump him off and hit it. And I am perfectly fine with that trade. What I don't want is I don't want the Ogre Battler getting down by my Dancing Blade. Don't think he knows what to do about me. We'll see. He's still got 4 cards in hand, 9 Faeria. That's enough to do quite a bit. Still haven't seen any of his... Have we seen any of his blue cards? We may have seen some of them, but don't remember. Running out of time, buddy. Elcara. Alright, dropping it there. Going down. Ooh. Okay, that's a way to stop me. Oh man, alright. Icehawk, Brock, Behemoth. And now... Yeah, this makes things harder. Alright, I think I need card draw. Oh, let's see, what could I play? You can do 3 damage. You can do 4. But I'd like to go up and just hit with you to get rid of the shield, but then I have no one to kill with. Kinda want to be able to drop that then to give someone taunt. I need a card. I need more options. That's not the options I need. Alright. Toad. How do I make this work? I can't move you away. So, give someone taunt. Need to give someone taunt to save my Dancing Blade, I think. But no one's strong enough to survive all of this. That's a problem. Big problem. I think you're gonna die, Blade. I think you're gonna die here. Alright, let's drop the Chieftain and give him taunt, so at least he needs to... Oh, if he has to attack that, he can't hit there. Alright, I'm okay with that. Save the rest? Drop in the messenger? Well, it's too late now, but that works. Alright. I don't know if he'll be used. He would have been useful last turn. I could have taken the shield out at least. But now he can't take out... Currently, he can't take out the blade. Yes, he could. He'd have to send him in, though, and lose his Ogre Battler. Then he could use the Behemoth to take out the Dancing Blade. I wouldn't be incredibly happy about it, but I'd be fine. At least I'd take out the Battler. I've got to figure out, so... Now, he does move that. I can drop him and get a strike in. Oh no, because he's taunt! I can't. Alright. How else could I do this? Ooh. Don't like that. Don't like you having that. Okay, he did it that way. Ooh. That makes me happy. Oh, that makes me even happier. Oh no, because I still can't move my Dancing Blade. I thought I'd be able to hit him for 1, hit him for 2, and move it in there, but I can't. So you're still a threat to it. Alright, let's see what we get. 3/3 gives them something. Do I need card? Do I need land? You're definitely going to go in, or one of you is going to go in and strike that. Move you there. Give me a card. Let's see what. Not at all what I'm looking for. All right. Um, give the next jump creature. Ooh, I could drop the Triton Trainer and drop him somewhere useful. So I think the first thing that needs to happen, you're going in and hitting him. That can take him out. Not gonna be enough. Oh, I kind of want to just, yeah. I want to drop him. You can hit that to kill it. You can move up to hit him for one. You jump all the way up there to be ready to kill him off. Oh shoot, I should drop the magpie there. Let's see, what are we doing? Dropping the Triton Trainer, I think. No, there's nowhere good to put it. We're just gonna end the turn, I think, then. Right? Yes. I'm gonna start doing that to try and wear me down. So let's see, you don't have jump, sorry. I'm gonna play you, and then probably play the messenger and get it up close. I can move you in, probably, so that I can... God, another one? You would have that, wouldn't you? Exactly what I didn't want to happen. Alright. Now how do we do this? Right, I'm thinking Triton Trainer there to start going after him, because I'd like to take him out if possible. Storm Spawn. Terrible. Alright, so we need 4, 9 to buff him. That leaves us with 4 left. Can't do anything. So you're not going to attack, because I just need to hit him for the 3. 1, 2, 3. How many cards? I just look there. 7. I draw another. Get me something. Treasure. Not what I'm looking for. That would be useful. Drop him there. Copy him. Take him out next turn. Ooh, wait. He has jump, right? I drop the Triton Trainer? Yeah. Drop him back there. Drop the Apex Predator up there. Copy him. That's a nice card. Alright, well. Not exactly what I was looking for, but deal with that. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, he's gonna take out that sword. That's sad. I really like the Dancing Sword. It's a Dancing Blade. It's one of my favorite treasures, just because it really can turn things around. Especially if you can get give it some attack of its own, bump its life up. I really like combining it with green for that reason. Once again, don't know if any of these things are actually really good ideas, but I'm still fairly new to playing this. What are you gonna do, buddy? They're not really sure. So now the question, I think this guy's got to go up and deal with that Ogre Battler, because I need to start putting pressure on him. I don't like leaving Bloodstone Golem, but I think it's probably necessary right now. Alright, he's going to drop something else to defend back there. What is it? Or up here? Oh my god. Now, that makes things difficult again. So I definitely need to hit that before I do something else. But, let's see. If I jump up to there, I can kill him. Drop something there, but it won't be able to get past his taunt. I think the better move right now is to take out that golem. He's been causing me pain. Gets me into a nice spot. Hit some of those. Move him up. I'm gonna start sending some of you guys to deal with that. Can't grab any of that stuff. Put someone there. Put the Ruin's Messenger there. Actually, water elementals might not be a bad idea to start dropping over here. Send up there. Alright. Between those two, they'd be able to take him out. But they'd die in the process. Yeah, let's drop... Okay, well, let's do a lake there. Drop a water elemental. Also turn that into a lake. That'll be useful later. And then we'll end the turn there. Yeah, you got a bunch of big taunt creatures. That's very nice in Pandora, I think, 'cause it's hard to deal with specific ones. Said before, wish I could have had more Frogifies. Ooh, he's gonna move up. Alright. Interesting decision. Oh, God. Well, that sucks. Alright. That's really bad. I might not have an answer to that. Might not have an answer to that. Alright, King's Cook could force the taunt out of him, though he's not strong enough to survive. Have to attack that if you attack. Things aren't looking good, guys. I think I grab... I start... Ooh. You'd be able to take him out. Up so much of the stuff. And you move down and take him out. You can just charge right up. Straight now. It's very dangerous. Right, if I move this guy over here, drop the Storm Spawn back there, that means he can't move in and hit me yet. But this guy will die, so I will be gaining plenty of Faeria next turn. Get a card draw to start building up for that. Ace, where's that gonna go? How's that going to help? I don't see a way. Just realized he can still move down, kill him, move down, kill him, and still jump that all the way in and attack me. 12. If I were him, that would definitely be my move. At least I have the Kingsguard I can drop to taunt that for a turn. You might not want to lose the Battler, though. Which at least gives me a bit of time if... Alright, yep. What he's decided to do. Alright, good. This thing's a little easier on me. Alright, yep. As expected. However, now you've left yourself, your only option to attack with him is there. God. Alright. So, I want you to die, so I'm just gonna run you against him. Another Apex Predator? That could save me. I just need to be able to block that off. So, we're gonna run you into him. Shoot, I forgot that's not gonna kill you. So I can drop a taunt. Alright, so 7, that's 13. drop the Elderwood Embrace on someone. Yeah. If I go there, you're taunted, you'll have to kill that, meaning he's not going to be able to get in. I can drop the Apex Predator, copy you, bring myself 15, 12. I don't want you to be able to kill it even once you get in there, so I'm just going to drop that now to make sure. I never grabbed a thing over here. We're at 6 cards now, but I think we should start building up our Faeria again so that I can get out my other Storm Spawn. And end of the turn. Alright. He's gonna get me another card there. I didn't think that through again. I needed to Elder Embrace him. Yeah, you're just gonna charge in and hit that. Oh man, that was stupid. Man. Alright. Keep missing very basic things that how it always is in a new game. That's game. Anything I can do about that? Block off all of his paths, but I still don't have enough life. And cards. If I play this, I get 2 more. Let's do it. Frogify? Frogify? No. 9 cards, so if I draw another one, I don't get to use it. Just go away, so that means I need to... I don't have anything in my deck that even heals. I think I do. I think this is game. That was such a stupid move. I needed to do the Elderwood Embrace on him. That's frustrating. Nothing I can do. I guess the only thing would be drop the Ruby Fish. Hope there's something in my deck that saves me. Draw. Wood Elemental's not good enough. You can go there. And we're just gonna drop that. And place it up there, but it doesn't matter. Well played, sir. Why are you doing this? Alright, yeah, there you go. Alright, oh well, this ends our practice run. Doing the right move there probably would have just bought me a bit of time anyways, but still wish it could have gone better. Alright, well, guess I'll try to do a full run this time. Hopefully I can draft a bit better of a deck, but who knows. I'm still not very good at the game. Alright. I'm actually gonna take a very quick break, then I will be right back and I'll do a full Pandora run. See you in a bit.